Week 23, Rhetoric Level. Ask why Louis XIV was called the Sun King. Does your student think this was appropriate? Louis was king of the most prosperous nation in Europe, and what a king he was. As an absolute monarch, Louis dominated France the way the sun rules the sky. The nobility had to orbit him to stay in power. Nobles had to live near the Palace of Versailles if they hoped to be anyone in France. His favor caused people and projects to prosper. His disfavor caused them to wither and die. In other words, life or death, at least in France, depended on the rising or the setting of his favor. Religious conservatives nowadays are often called reactionary. Many dictionaries define the term to simply mean an extreme conservative. A better definition would be somebody who favors a return to things as they were. Charles II provides a good example of a reactionary who was anything but a religious conservative. See if your child can explain how the reign of Charles II was a reaction to the strict religious regime of the Puritans. You might use the illustration of a pendulum. The swings represent reactions to one another. The Puritans tried to use government power to make people more virtuous. It didn't work. The English people welcomed Charles II back to England because they were sick of Puritan rule. Given this historical example, ask your child to consider how much modern Christians should rely on government to do God's work. Romans 13 tells us that government is God's instrument, but the Puritan example shows that it's a blunt instrument at best. Government can and should punish the wicked. It has little or no power to make people good.